Hello losers, losettes, degenerates and degenerees, and welcome back to yet another one of my iconic tier lists. Today we are doing a worst names tier list. So this is a tier list I found someone made on tiermaker.com. And as always, I will link this in the description if you want to do it for yourself. But these are a bunch of names. Some of them are quite bizarre. Actually, most of them are rather bizarre. And yeah, they're certainly not things that you probably want to name your child. Out of these worst names, I'm going to rank them on the scale of S tier to D tier, saying which ones are the best of the worst names. Which ones are actually not that bad. So when I put something in D, it's going to mean, yeah, that is absolutely horrendous. Anyone who names their child this should be castrated, shot in the chest, flayed, etc. If I rate it in S tier, on the other hand, it means, you know what? This is almost ironically fantastic. Like, it's so dumb and awful that it could ironically be a bit of a banger if you named your child that. And obviously then A, B, C are just kind of like scales in between those 2 points. And so we're going to start off with Netflix. That's going right in C. It's going in C tier. It's just horrendous. It's honestly horrendous. I mean, I could put it in D. But there's other ones here that I look at and I think, you know what, as bad as Netflix is, I don't think it sounds as bad as some of these other ones. And so we know what Netflix is. And so knowing what it is kind of what makes you think that would be absolutely terrible. But the way it sounds, I guess, isn't that bad. I mean, you could make some fun nicknames there. Netty. Oh, hey wee Netty. Or Flixie. Flix. I mean, there's names you can get in there. So I feel like it's not, if you didn't know what Netflix was, like if Netflix, the company, didn't exist, I feel like it wouldn't be too horrendous. Quiche. I'm putting quiche in B tier. It almost reminds me of like people named Keith, but better. It's almost like taking the piss out of people named Keith. Like, I might actually start doing that. The next person I meet that's called Keith, I'm just going to start calling them quiche. And pretending I misheard what they were saying. How dare someone try and call me when I'm making a video? Like, that's just absolutely... Iceland? That's a company. Why is... That's not a name. Is Iceland on here? Is that a name on here? I don't see that. But anyway, the next time I meet someone called Keith, I'm going to call them quiche. And I encourage all you to do the same. Pretend you misunderstood. And when they say, oh, no, I didn't say quiche, I said Keith. Just say, oh, sorry, my bad. It's nice to meet you, quiche. And just, like, keep doing that. Oh, no, I meant Keith. Oh, nice to meet you, quiche. I think that would be hilarious, and I'm going to start doing that. Anyway, Kale. I mean, Kale's already a name people have, so I don't know why this is on here. Do I think it's a good name? No, not really. But, to be honest, it's just kind of like a boring name. I'm going to put it in A tier simply because, to be honest, it's just normal. I've never actually met someone called Kale, but I've seen people online. I've known like celebrities and stuff called Kale. I've known characters and shows called Kale, so I don't think it's, I mean, maybe not spelt that way, but it's pronounced the same, and that's all that really matters. Oh, look, we didn't have Iceland on here, but we have Ice Stain. Ice Stain. Ice Stain. That's pretty horrendous, that's going in D. I think it would be worse to be called Ice Stain than D. I mean, that child, whoever's called Ice Stain, when they go to school, they're getting bullied. They're getting called Cum Stain. Like, there's no way they're not. Girl. This is... I like Girl because it's just like the ultimate lazy name. It's like calling your dog Dog or calling your hamster Hamster. Or, like, what would be even better is if you had a little boy and you called the boy Girl. Or you had a dog and you called the dog Cat. Or you have a hamster and you call the hamster Snake. Like, I like stuff like that. I like, take it, and so you're thinking of this really simple, lazy name, but then name it the wrong thing. I think that's hilarious. And so, I'm going to put Girl up there in S tier because that is genuinely something I would do. I would have a little boy and I'd call him Girl. I think it would be amusing. ESPN. That's got to go in D. That's worse than Netflix. At least Netflix has, like, it slides off the tongue. Netflix. Easy. ESPN. That's just 4 letters. That's like, one of the worst names is like when it's like people getting their name shortened, like TJ or CJ or AJ, like all those sort of names. Like Tommy J shortened. Like, those are absolutely horrendous names. And to be honest, I would call my child Ice Stain before I would call my child TJ or CJ. I think that Ice Stain is actually better than those. So is ESPN, to be honest. But yeah, the point is, names like acronyms are not names. It's stupid, and you should stop doing that. Felony. Felony. Hey, felony. Felon. That's straight in B. Hashtag. That's a C tier. No, that's worse than Netflix. That's a D tier name. That's a awful name. Banana. One of my sisters is called Anna, and people call her Banana sometimes, but she really hates that, so we kind of stopped doing that because she would like threaten to murder us every time we did, and she would actually murder us because she's a little evil thing. I mean, she's got a knife stored somewhere, I know she does, and she's probably got a whole arsenal of weapons of mass destruction under her bed. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So yeah, Banana. I mean, people could be called Banana, like Kale, Banana. Hey, Banana. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. Popeye. I don't see what's wrong with Popeye. I mean, there was a Popeye. That was a name. I mean, it's not anything exciting, but I guess it goes in A. It's like, A is just kind of becoming my thing for like, yeah, that's fine. Like, there's nothing really wrong with it. That's just kind of going in there. Candida. Hey, Candida. Hey, Candida. What the fuck's wrong with people? That's a C. Bacardi. Right, Bacardi's going in D. Like, there's no way you can call a child Bacardi. Like, what? Is it because you conceived them after drinking a lot of Bacardi? Nonsense. Sir Prince. That's like a cat name. That's something someone would name their cat. Sir Prince. That's going in B. Stalin. What a solid name. I mean, is Hitler here? I hope Hitler's here. I don't see Hitler. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I guess that's going in A. Fanta. No, that's going down with like... No, that's awful. God's Masterpiece. That might be the most cringe one yet. That's fucking horrendous. No, that's... You can't call someone God's Masterpiece. Like, I would even feel bad if my worst enemy was named that. Wednesday. What the fuck? Is there someone actually called Wednesday? Like... What's wrong with people? I don't know what the color coding is. I'm guessing like the blue names are supposed to be boy names and the pink ones are girl ones. I don't know what these like green ones are. Are they like unisex? Window. Yeah, I'm just going to name my child Window. That sounds like a fucking great time, eh? No, fuck off. IKEA. Again, it's like, I mean, it comes off the tongue easier than like ESPN. And I guess, is IKEA an acronym? I don't know. It makes me think it is because it's all like capitals, but I don't know if it is or not. I would assume so. I'm going to put that and see. Eureka. That's going next to IKEA. Baby boy. That is awful. That is actually going down here with God's Masterpiece. That is horrendous. Burger? Who would call a child burger? Burger and fries. Right, this works. If one of your children is called burger, another's fries, and then like one's milkshake, that would be funny. But honestly, no, that's horrendous. Nope. Brick's fine. I don't mind Brick. What was Brick in? That was a show, wasn't it? There was a show with someone called Brick. I can't think what it was. I'm sure that was a thing. I'm sure there was a show with someone called Brick in it. But I can't think what it was. It's going there. Alpha Beta. How can you be an alpha and a beta? That doesn't make much sense. Is it like a split personality thing? Is it like a Jekyll and Hyde? It's going to be. Blue jeans. Well, jeans are fucking horrendous, so no, fuck off. ISIS. That's a hilarious name that I'm going to put in B. Latrina. Fuck off. Misery. I like Misery. I'm going to put Misery in S tier. I really like that. Oh, I just realized I'm saying the blue names must be boy names, but the blue has girl. And so, I guess not. I don't know what the colors are all about. But yeah, Misery. I like Misery. I think that's actually a pretty good name. I would call a child Misery. Arson. I want to put that up there, but it just doesn't have the same ring to it as Misery. I mean, I'm going to put it at the top of A tier because I really like that. But Misery, just, yeah. Misery takes over. Mister. Hey, Mister. B. Milady. That's worse than Mr. Riot. Hey, Riot. B tier. Sativa. That sounds like a stripper name. B tier. Semaj. That sounds like some bad name for cum or something. It's going down there. Puzzle. No. Puzzle, like, that's an awful name. You can't call someone Puzzle. Moon Unit. C tier. Germajesty. Fuck off. Germajesty. Hello, Germajesty. You know, I would put that as a name of a character in a book. I'm going to put it there. The number 16 bus shelter. Fuck's sake, that's got an S tier. I love that. Rolexus. That's got a good ring to it. Rolexus. I like it. Shooter. That's a bad idea. Tesla. Bad idea. They should have Alexa here as well. Drug. Hey, Drug. Actually, you know, Drug actually sounds like it could be a name. I'm going to put it in A. Gassy. No one's going to want to be Gassy's friend. They're going to stink. Uncle Sam. You can't call your child uncle. It doesn't make sense. It's like saying, hey, father, son. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Toady. Toady? That's like a really unkind nickname. Yogi. This lasagna. How can you... No. A, B, C, D, E. You know, I'm giving that an A. That's like abkd. Like, that's how I would try and say it. Havoc. Hey, Havoc. That's not too bad. Good luck. You can't call someone good luck. I don't like that. Denim. That actually could be a name, but I don't like it. Custard. I love custard, right? But you can't fucking call a child custard. That doesn't make any sense. Chaos. Isn't there a celebrity called Chaos? I don't like it. I think it's stupid. Shimmery. Fuck off. Carrion. Henceforth. I like that one. Dorcas. Yeah, fucking dork. Put that there. Takira. Okay. Velveeta. Hey, Velveeta. That's going in there. And finally, we've got Cavelin. Cavelin? That's horrendous as well. Anyway, folks, there's our worst names tier list. You can do your own, and the link in the description is down below. So we have Misery, Girl, and number 16 Bus Shelter are at the top. And so maybe one day I will have a daughter and I will name her Misery. Or I will have a son and name them number 16 Bus Shelter. Or maybe even Girl. Maybe, who knows. Obviously I named my first son Ryan Jr. But we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, have fun. Commit crimes. Goodbye.